Tiffany was hiding them. Girl, you really played yourself with that one. Like seriously, all you had to do was turn those in. Just close your eyes, cross your fingers, and hope they didn't look too close that day. Maybe they'd blink, maybe they'd miss it. But no, you hid them. You really thought that was smart? You thought you could outsmart the feds? Girl, you must have lost your mind. Don't give me that look. You did this, not me. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this video, and drop your thoughts and comments. Now, I want you to imagine being in the trustees' shoes for a second. Specifically, the village of Dalton trustees. Because these people, they really tried with her. Like, really tried. Even when her English was, let's be honest, broke. Still, they stood by her. They wanted to believe in her. They kept giving her chance after chance. But every single time they asked her for something, anything, she snapped back like, nope, not doing it. And somehow they still tried. They kept trying. But Tiffany, she turned around and told everyone they were the problem. They were the crazy ones. And eventually, she had them second-guessing themselves. Like, wait, maybe it really is me? That's how deep the manipulation ran. Then one day, boom, the feds showed up out of nowhere. And that's when reality hit. You start realizing, oh, wait, maybe I wasn't crazy. Maybe I was just getting played. All the gaslighting, all the lies, it all made sense in that one moment. Because when the FBI walks through your doors with boxes, it's not a misunderstanding. It's Judgment Day. Let's take it back to that moment for a sec. Because honestly, it deserves a replay. It's wild to think how long ago that was. Yet it still hits just as hard today. These are the moments that stick with you. And the part that always cracks me up? Keith Freeman, her right-hand man, her ride or die. He stood by her like glue, acting loyal till the wheels literally fell off. Because let's be real, that's what accomplices do. And the craziest part? What Tiffany says and what she's thinking. Those two have never even met. They don't know each other. So when the feds came walking out with boxes, talking about potential charges, you really gotta wonder what was going through her head. Cause in public, it's all confidence and fake smiles. But when she's alone, no cameras, no audience, that's when the panic creeps in. She knows exactly what she did, and she knows what's coming. 0.4 years of lies washed away. Every dirty dollar, probably handed over to her man. Just a guess, but my gut's usually right. And here's the kicker. Not long after it all went down, he flipped. Yep, fast. Like faster than you can say subpoena. And guess what? They went and hired the same woman Tiffany name-dropped during her inauguration. The one she bragged about bringing in to help. Well, they found her, and she's now the special investigator assigned to investigate Tiffany. Oh, the irony. Now, lately, Village Hall's been on full lockdown. Doors locked tight. Only a few people allowed in. The tension is real. But one of the trustees, sweetest one of them all, Brittany Norwood, said actually feels like relief. That was about a year ago, though. And Tiffany? She still had a whole year left to cause chaos. So you can imagine the stress level. Now that same trustee believes subpoenas are floating around. But let's be clear. We don't officially know what the feds were digging into. Still, their presence alone was enough to send the whole town into gossip mode. People were outside, standing in the street, phones out like it was a reality show. What's going on? They said. Oh, you know what's going on? Now here's what Trustee Norwood said about the latest federal subpoena delivered to Village Hall that Monday. Tiffany, always doing the most. The feds came asking for every record, every payment, every reimbursement, every per diem, every single credit card receipt tied to Mayor Henyard. You know why? Because they never got those documents. And want to guess why they didn't get them? Because Tiffany was hiding them. Hi, Tiffany. Hey, girl. You really thought you were slick, huh? You should have just turned those in. Close your eyes, smile, hand them over, and pray they don't notice anything. But nope, you hid them. From the feds. Like, what part of federal government did you not understand? Girl, come on. That's not just reckless. That's self-destruction. And let's not forget, those same records were requested for her top assistant, Keith Freeman. Mr. I run the show, standing tall, puffing his chest out. Sir, there's tall people in prison too. You'll fit right in. And have y'all seen how quiet Keith is now? Completely different man. Showing up to meetings soft-spoken, head down. Yes, sir. No, sir. Because they got a new administrator now. Keith ain't calling shots anymore. He flipped. He's out here telling everything. Man flipped so fast people got whiplash. Some folks just aren't built for pressure, and Keith Freeman? Definitely one of them. Now the feds are deep diving into 2 of his businesses, plus multiple trustees and staff members who travel with Henyard. The subpoena says they're also investigating complaints from local business owners, people whose licenses were being delayed by the village. And the icing on the cake? They want licensing info for 10 bars and restaurants, including 2 that were raided and shut down. Rinky's Bar and Pablo's Cafe and Bar. Yeah, it's that deep. And let me tell you, when Fox 32 rolled up on those business owners to ask what was happening, it was like something out of a movie. Within minutes, 10 police cars pulled up, lights flashing, sirens blaring, clearing out customers like it was a full-blown raid. People were standing around, confused, whispering like, did that really just happen? Oh, it happened. And now, the feds got their eyes locked on every inch of Tiffany's luxury lifestyle. Every trip, every flight, every first-class seat. Nothing slipping past them this time. They're digging deep into her travel records, focusing on the big ones. Washington, D.C., Las Vegas, and Portland, Oregon. You already know when they start pulling D.C. files. Things are about to get ugly. Tiffany went to D.C. for a mayor's conference, right? All professional, meeting Biden, smiling for cameras. That part's fine. But here's where it gets wild. She charged the entire trip to Thornton Township, not the village of Dalton. Girl, what? You just swiping cards like it's a game. That's like working 2 jobs, AT&T and Verizon, and booking a trip for one but charging to the other. You be fired before your flight even lands. But Tiffany, she didn't care who paid, as long as somebody did. And that D.C. trip? That was just the appetizer. The main course came with that so-called walk to Springfield. Baby, they weren't walking anywhere. It was all luxury hotels. Catered food, DJs, and fancy buses. She called it community outreach, but it looked more like a Vegas bachelor party. Every expense, every drink, every DJ, every hotel room, charged to us, the taxpayers. She's out here playing Monopoly with real money, coming up with wild, dramatic ideas like she's in a Netflix movie. And when people asked her where all the money went, crickets. Where's the bag, Tiffany? No one's ever seen this mysterious bag. She's been out here performing like she's in her own fantasy world. And we're just the audience funding the show. But here's the full circle moment. After everything started falling apart, her boy Keith flipped. Fast. And those trustees she clowned? They went and hired the same woman Tiffany used to brag about at her inauguration. The one she said she wanted to bring in to help with stuff. Yeah, that lady's helping all right. She's the investigator digging through Tiffany's mess. Now, Village Hall's locked up tighter than Fort Knox. Only a few people allowed inside at a time, while the feds lurk around the edges, waiting for their moment. And that's the thing. The feds don't snatch you up while you're still smiling in office. They wait. They move in after. Quiet, clean, surgical. And once you're out, that's when the Real show begins. Rumor has it Tiffany bought a house out in L.A. Girl. If that's true, why? It's already on record. If you bought it with shady money, that's not your house anymore. That's the government's house now. So, Tiffany, baby, good luck with that. Mama's watching from a distance. Love you, but I'm not going to jail with you.